engine. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D on my...
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson. One play, 75 yards. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Brady now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's White. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bucs at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They run for the first time here with Rachaad White. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This one taken in by Otten. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Gets the check down throw to White. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2nd and 11 now.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Succop's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Rodgers to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Now Rodgers, and the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. Seibert able to knock this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go with White on the counter. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
First down, here's White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
To throw is Brady. Otten brings it in over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady. Finding Otten once more. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now back to the ground game with White. He will push his way down to about the 14. A tackle that time by Jonathan Ford. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brady. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. Buying time to his left. And probably the wise wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Succop's kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. This is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Brady gives this to White. Down to about the 37.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with White. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll go up the middle with White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll throw with Brady. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Was Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
He completes this to Russell Gage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
This a 43-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Randy, but with 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A 1-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in this second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline. They drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Sure didn't take this offense long to get within striking distance of the end zone. 2 plays.
Feel the energy? You can just feel it, can't you? Because they are creating it on offense. The way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now Brady. steps away to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Succop's kick is good. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. Well, you don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's got room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They start the drive with White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Opting to run again here with White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On play action, it's Brady. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
They'll go again to Jones. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Brady to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
63 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And some room to maneuver.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with the flag.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On play action, now Brady.
He's got Otten.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers now to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Second and 12. They defer to White out of the shotgun. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Succop's kick is good, and that's going to up the lead to 15-10. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all.